as I said, I've been writing for 6 or coming up 7 years. And through that, I've started facilitating lots of workshops for young people, not just kind of the good young people that you find in school and enrichment, but also the at-risk young people, the NEET young people, the yacht young people who are often told are bad and don't have anything to say or can't say it properly, so stop talking. And I find that these groups of young people often have a lot to say and a lot of passion about their society and about their communities and about how they see their communities being and what they want to see change within their communities. And so I say to everyone, urge people, not just young people, but people to pick up a pen, pick up a notepad and write, because it's free. You can do it for free. You can do it on anything. And what you can get from it is priceless. So here's my poem called Nowadays, and it was on voting, that lovely topic of voting. Who cares about voting nowadays? Nowadays, people are engaged to vote for shows like Big Brother and X Factor. Masses make records and break them in viewing, so who cares about elections nowadays? Nowadays, voters wait, watch, locked outside as elections count without them, so who cares about politicians nowadays? Nowadays, they just perch in their taxpayers paid for whatever they conned out the system. And bitch and moan about benefits who lead the country into deficit by taking and not giving back, so who cares about promises nowadays? Nowadays, manifestos are written in jargon by people detached from the mass, swallowed in parliament and removed from common language, so big words confuse and diffuse, because no one has got time to read head note to foot and take notes to contrast and compare. No one stares until they see between the lines the lies that hide inside smiles that style campaigns, so who cares about truth nowadays? Nowadays, people brave early mornings on body-heated trains to save possessions they don't really own. Credit cards are deceiving and bleeding victims believing that they're needing to live to repay, so each breath feeds debt and their souls become slaves to the pound, so who cares about protests nowadays? Nowadays, tents are removed from the roots and destroyed like weeds, because the silence is sowed if the stem breaks free and dreams left to bloom for ideas to pollinate, so who cares about nurturing nowadays? Nowadays, young are babysat by TV screens, and screams are communication because no one listens nowadays. iPods deafen and stress threatens isolation with problems from people who don't quite understand, because nowadays we are all different and unique and special and different. But difference is fear for survival. So nobody shares nowadays. Nobody trusts nowadays. Nowadays, people travel in portable worlds. Phones, iPod, free news or cars. No eye contact, brief smiles, small shuffles and silence. Silence. Because who cares about stories nowadays? Stories that reveal human nature at its peak and expose where we are weak but courageous. Stories of the past before the world spun fast and left data artificial lights. People don't really care about life nowadays, because nowadays life is a competition where youth is a trophy that should be protected from age, where egos are large and injuries expected, because no one really cares about fun nowadays. The type of fun you relive in emotion, not drunken pictures plastered on Facebook. An optimistic account of a night mentioned proudly on Monday to co-workers who also survived by drinking, then sleeping through the weekend, so the week never ends. And change is never missed. So who cares about voting nowadays? Those who hope. Those whose energy is spent trying to defeat the odds built around them in capitalism and greed. Those who read and learn and educate minds outside of a structure designed to dictate destinies with narrow paths in concrete labyrinths. You see, freedom is often mistaken for the sight of light at the end of the tunnel. It's the sense that we are free that keeps us trapped. But who cares about that? Thank you, and thank you TEDx.